Okay, so I dropped this post last week and I got all kinds of feedback, and everybody's asking me, what the heck? How do you fail RV life twice? And what are you doing for a job? Well, let me explain. Let's unpack that. First of all, when we left on the road for our full-time journey, it was February 20th of 2021, right as everything was open post-COVID, and as the few years prior when we were searching on how to live in an RV life, we were watching all these beautiful videos where everybody was able to travel a week and every week to 2 weeks and have a great time doing so. Yes, I now realize how dumb and naive that was, and we learned the hard way. Like most of you that are newbies to the RV world, you will also learn the hard way. We quickly learned how difficult it was to travel a week to every 2 weeks at a time. As we were trying to get across the West Coast, it was taking us pretty much a full-time job just trying to schedule places that were big enough for us to get into and had all the hookups that we needed. Not to mention the wear and tear on our rig and us almost killed us. So we had to throw in the towel. We came back in July of 2021 with full intentions on either trading in the rig for something motorized or moving into a regular sticks and bricks. But then we made our biggest RV mistake yet, which was we took our RV to Camping World. Now those fucking cocksuckers took our RV, told us that there was holes in the slide that didn't exist before we brought it in because we'd been using it, so we knew that there was no holes in the top of the slide. But then they proceeded to hold it for 4 months saying that they were going to fix it, and they didn't. By the time that we got it back and got it to a real dealership to get it fixed, it was almost November and it was getting way too cold in Iowa to sit here and live in an RV. So we did the next to best thing that we could. We took the RV and we headed south for winter into Texas. Being so late in the year and planning, we couldn't go to the typical snowbird places like Arizona or the Florida Keys as much as we would have loved to. That's how we ended up in Galveston for the winter. Now, is that the best winter spot? No. It still gets pretty cold, but was it better than Iowa? 1,000%. Now, it actually turned out to be for a good reason that we came back, because when we got back, we realized that James' mom's health was getting really bad and she could no longer function on her own on a daily basis. So James actually went and stayed and lived with her until she passed away in September. So I think if we were on the road and things wouldn't have been so difficult to the point that it pointed us back home, that she would have been alone for those last few months, and she wasn't. So it really did all happen for a reason, and there was still a lot that we had to take care of after she passed. But our issues with our fifth wheel and our jobs and planning and all of that still exist. And now it's even worse because diesel prices are insane. So we decided to come back home and get a sticks and bricks house and reevaluate how we're going to travel.